Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review The Protector, and this is from writer-director Raul Gastiazoro, and this film is a post-apocalyptic action thriller with the region's last source of fresh water buried underneath a Native American reservation and evil forces angling for control. A convict fighting for her freedom becomes an unlikely protector of a young boy who may have the power to save it. And right off the bat, this is Mad Max. This is so Mad Max influenced. The Wasteland, all of it, the aesthetics. Obviously, Gastiazoro is a fan of Mad Max, channeled all of that into this film, put it in a different context, and layered in some different ideas. It also borrows ideas of like, hey, children haven't been born in a long time, and then boom, there's a child. Surprise, and an unlikely person has to become their protector. Children of men. This definitely feels very derivative of a lot of other films and big ideas, and this film does try to tackle some serious issues in terms of treatment of indigenous people, environmental issues, queer community, and it does, on the surface, like, it's there, and it's very much at the forefront, but it's like spelled out for you. There's no real subtlety in terms of how this film navigates its themes. It wears them on its sleeves, it announces them at you, and in films that this is borrowing from, those ideas are much more ingrained in a subtle and effective way. This one just feels clunky. And it's not just the thematic work that feels clunky, the storytelling feels clunky. It just feels like, boom, there's something here, boom, there's something there. Something doesn't quite click about the emotional elements as well. Our main character, Key, played by Marguerite Moreau, has a lot of emotional baggage that she brings along this journey that connects her with different characters, including Graham Greene's Brand, who pops up in the third act of this film, and it's great to see Graham Greene in something. He's such a talented actor, but something about this film just doesn't click all the time, and everything feels very on the surface presented, but never digs deeper into really getting a connection. A lot of the performances as well are flat and not particularly interesting. There's not a lot of characterization that brings us in. I do think that the film has an effective central protagonist that has connection, has an attitude, has this personality that can grab us. I think Graham Greene, when he shows up in the film, brings enough personality and presence to make him interesting on screen. It doesn't shy away from the fact that he does a lot of exposition dumping and is used as that kind of mechanism. I think this film has big ideas with its world building and its limited budget. You can see the seams in what it's trying to create. And I think this film works better as a bunch of ideas than it does in its execution. And at the end of the day, this is an interesting enough film that if you're really into these post-apocalyptic wasteland type stories, it has those elements. But with how this is all executed, it feels like a very clunky, blunt experience that isn't going to really engage you on a deeper level and will probably leave you wanting much more out of it. But those are my thoughts on The Protector. Let me know what you think and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.